And here is the pole sitter, Mark Martin, as he leads them down to the green flag. The TranSouth Financial 400 is on.
So far, so good as Dale Jarrett closes in right on the back bumper of Mark Martin.
The inside line got off to a better start than the outside line did. And Jeff Burton, who started on the outside pole, was kicked back to fourth as Jarrett does move in closer. And Burton now racing with the 28 car, Kenny Irwin.
Shoots by Mark Martin in turn 2 on the second lap and takes the lead.
5 bonus points to any driver who leads the NASCAR Winston Cup race. And that's very important to every driver, is to try to do that as early as you can in a race.
Mark Martin led the first lap. Here comes Dale Jarrett on corner number 4 and will lead lap number 2.
And Jeff Burton taking a look, coming off 4 on the inside of Kenny Irwin. And Irwin is closing in on the back bumper of Mark Martin.
Kenny Irwin, the rookie who led the most laps in the Atlanta race a little less than 2 weeks ago.
Oh, he almost missed a corner coming off turn 2, and that gave Burton the advantage to dive down to the inside.
On NASCAR Today, we heard Kenny Irwin say that this is a learning experience for him. He's going to take it really easy, doesn't care about winning the race, just wants to finish with the car in one piece.
Now, if you believe that, I can
Well, of course, that is the goal of every driver, is to finish the race in one piece, because you aren't going to win if you don't do that. But if it gets down near the end, and here's Mark Martin moving over, letting his teammate Jeff Burton just drive by on the outside. He saw Burton coming, knows that he has a fast race car, so he just moved over and let him go.
Rusty dives to the inside, takes the spot away. He's going to try to get Sterling Marlin as well.
This is the battle for 12th, but up front we have a battle for the lead as Jeff Burton goes around Dale Jarrett in turn 3.
Got himself a run coming off of turn 2. Got a nose up there. Jarrett back off and let him go without much of a fight.
So just in the first 7 laps of this race, we've already had 3 different leaders.
Looking out in Mark Martin's position in third. He's staying right with them. Those 4 Fords have pulled away a little bit. Fifth place car, Big Crickle. Of course, he's in a Taurus also.
As we go to the top 5, in running order, you look at the speeds and see that the leader running 159 miles per hour. Oh my goodness, look at this group that Jeff Gordon's hung up in. Rick Mast on the outside, cars going by. Ted Musgrave gets by now. Jeff Gordon will get by.
Here comes Kenny Wallace in car number 81. That makes the pass too.
Back for about 15th and 16th position. Now a battle for second. Jeff Burton is the leader. Mark Martin looked to the inside and decided he wouldn't make a move on Dale Jarrett, so Martin falls back into third spot. That wall there to the left, there's hardly an inch that doesn't have a black mark on it.
And boy, Mark Martin really gets a good run off of turn 2. Jarrett's car seems to be pushing a little bit coming off of that corner, and Mark really got a run coming off there. Let's see if he can do it coming off of here. Yes, he does. He moves up there. He's going to take a look. And he's up beside of him. He'll have the position going into turn 1.
Indeed, Mark Martin going to second. Dale Jarrett back to third as Jeff Burton has about a 3/4 of a second lead on Martin. Now this car is being driven today by Randy LaJoy. Ricky Craven will be out of competition for an undetermined amount of
Here's
time.
trouble. Coming off the turn 4 at the start-finish line is Jeff Bodine.
Jeff Bodine crashing and the car stopping just short of the start-finish line on the 24th lap of the race, and the caution comes out for the first time. Heavy damage to the front end of the Phillips Ford.
He had been moving up through the field, Bob. He'd gotten up to, I believe, 5th place or 6th at the worst, and was making a pretty good run, and I don't know what happened here.
Well, the window net is down on the car, so he is okay.
7th spot, I think, that we're told that Jeff was running when we see him taking the air hose. Let's see if we can see exactly what happened to Jeff Bodine as he came off turn 4. He's on the inside of Ward Burton, and they make contact as they come off the corner. And he's going to lose control, go down and smack that inside wall. Hard, yes.
From another angle, here he is coming off the outside wall and sliding across the racetrack, and boom, hitting that inside wall very hard. Now from Michael Waltrip's perspective and the Citgo onboard camera.
Okay, there's Bodine down on the inside, slips up just a little bit, makes contact with Ward Burton, and slides down to the inside.
And from Rusty Wallace's perspective.
Same scenario. Gets down on the inside to make a little contact, and around he goes down into the inside wall.
There we see Jeff looking over the damage on his car, and the safety crew telling him, let's go take a ride. And there we see all the cars as they follow the pace car, and I would guess that we'll see, yeah, here they all come down pit road.
Yeah, they'll complete 25 laps when they cross the start-finish line this time. But yeah, they want to get those tires off and get some new ones on, make some adjustments.
The 88 and the 2 will be in our triple split as the pit stops occur here. Rusty was running 8th. We'll see if he can make up some ground through the pit stop. Here he is, Bill Weber.
Wallace swings around Ward Burton, pitted just to the first turn side of the start-finish line. This should be 4 tires, no adjustments, and just a little bit of fuel. Around to the left side they go on the 2. Here's Jarrett.
Air pressure adjustment in the 99 car. Slightly loose, getting in, slightly tight, covering obviously all 3 cars. 99, 88, and 2. Rusty is out. Jarrett is out. DJ will be the first one to the end of pit road. Then Jeff Burton, and then Kenny Irwin. Then it may be a tie between Trickle and Michael Waltrip.
And we see Mike Skinner coming in the Lowe's Chevrolet. He will change drivers. Morgan Shepherd is scheduled to get in that car. They said that Skinner would run till the first caution. Well, it came fairly early in the race, so he'll get out of it and turn it over to Morgan Shepherd. Now, he stayed out on the racetrack and actually led a lap, I believe. We'll have to check the records on that. But the reason he stayed out there was to get back, be at the front of the pack so that he would be able to come in and change down to Bill.
And Skinner is literally hoisted out of the car. They put Morgan Shepherd in. This was the plan, to go to the first caution. Now, the team said that Mike could drive this whole race today, but he would be very sore afterwards. It was not worth the effort, so they got a break with this early caution. They've got Morgan in there. Skinner is helping getting the wheel back on. Get Morgan buckled in. They don't want to lose a lap. So Morgan Shepherd in, Skinner out.
Mike, of course, was injured in an accident at Atlanta. He hasn't broken any bones, but he is very stiff and sore. And now a bit of a breakaway once again as Jarrett and Burton separate themselves from Irwin, Waltrip, and the others.
Well, Burton really comes off of that turn 2, as we saw earlier. That's where he was gaining.
Battle for the lead. Here comes Burton off turn 4 beside Jarrett. He'll take that spot away.
Burton back in the lead. You saw Jeff Gordon there battling alongside Ward Burton, and Gordon has gone into 11th position. There are battles everywhere around this racetrack.
As we take a look at that's Derek Cope on the inside of Steve Grissom off the corner. Contact, both cars wiggle, but both cars continue on.
Derek Cope is the other walking wounded. He also suffered injuries in a crash in Atlanta. Broke some ribs, as a matter of fact, but is in the car and says he thinks he can go all the way.
See, Rusty Wallace been able to get by Mark Martin, take over the 6th spot.
Looks like Ted Musgrave is slowing up, dropping down off the banking and coming in.
He was running in 18th position.
Here is Musgrave slowing down as he comes down pit road to his assigned spot.
And Jeff Gordon will be coming down pit road as well as we watch Ted Musgrave's Prime Star crew go to work on his car. And here comes Gordon into the pits. He was running in 3rd place.
Saw some trouble on the right rear on Musgrave's car. Finally get the tire on. The jackman able to let the car down. They're only able to use 2 air wrenches, so he's got to come around, take the left side off.
Here comes Bobby Labonte. You see Jeff Gordon up there at the top of your screen. He's already stopped and the work going on. Musgrave moves away, and so does Jeff Gordon.
And Dale Jarrett will come in the pits. Then we see Jarrett coming into his pits, and while he's stopping for his pit stop, Jeff Gordon will go by on the outside. Jerry Punch.
Second pit stop of the day for Dale Jarrett in the Ford Credit Ford Taurus. They will make an air pressure adjustment to try to tighten the car up. They have made a significant air pressure adjustment on this car, number 88. Now left side tires going on the car. They get it completely full of fuel, and they will take a long, hard look at the right front and right rear tires. Rusty is in front of Bill Weber.
The Miller Lite Ford is a little loose off the turns. 2 pounds of air pressure out of the right rear. The right side tire is already on. The lefts are going on. The fuel going in. Rusty's down and he's away. Jerry with the 99.
They have made an air pressure adjustment on the car number 99, and they will also talking about making possibly a wedge adjustment in the left rear. They decided no, they will not make the adjustment, just the air pressure to try to tighten the car up a little bit coming off the corner. Let's go back to John Kernan in the Terry Labonte pit.
4 tire change for Terry Labonte, only a slight air pressure adjustment. The car had been just a little bit loose on him, but it was a good stop for Terry. Back to Bill Weber.
Michael Waltrip on the front stretch pits already has right side tires on the Citgo Ford. No chassis adjustment. The left's going in. No problems at this point. The fuel going in. The left's going on. Michael Waltrip's going to have to watch traffic when he pulls away. It's Jerry Punch and Mark Martin's pit.
Our pole center, Mark Martin, coming down pit road at 45 miles an hour. His second pit stop coming on lap 91. The crew now scampering over the wall. They will likewise make a slight adjustment in the air pressure to try to get the car a little bit tighter entering the corner. They make a significant wedge adjustment in the right rear, and now the left side tire is going on, trying to make significant adjustments on the Valvoline Ford. Left front, left rear, and they pull the jack, and he is down and away.
In 20.3 seconds, we didn't time all the pit stops, of course, but that Rusty Wallace crew at 18.1
Had a great pit stop, and we saw Jeff Burton, the right rear tire changer, had some trouble on Burton's car as well.
This is the onboard camera from Rusty, from Mark Martin, rather, as you see him trying to get up to speed as a lot of others are already there. The leader is Dale Jarrett. There he is.
These numbers up here on top, all across these tires, show the tire wear is almost excellent after 64 laps. It's an old right side tire, but it's a new left side tire that Goodyear brought here with an extra 1/32 of an inch of tread and also more resistant to tire wear in the compound. Here's Jerry Punch.
As Burton takes the lead, let me show you why they are so pleased here in the 99 pit. Everyone's concerned about tire wear. Well, they are praising Goodyear here right now. This is the right rear tire that ran almost 70 laps on the car number 99. I should say 70 very hard laps. These tires began with 3.5 30-seconds of rubber. After 70 laps, a full fuel stop, they still have 1.5 30-seconds all the way across. So great tire wear, excellent tire by Goodyear here in Darlington. Let's check in on the Chevy team with John Kernan.
And we're seeing the same type of numbers back here on Terry Labonte's tire. As you look across these tires, still plenty of rubber tread left on these tires. And they've gone, what, 64 laps. So it looks really, really good. Now, I want to show you this right here. That's not because of a problem with the tire. Whenever Terry was coming in, Ernie Irvin was exiting his pit. Terry had to lock the brakes up, but of course the tire's hot. It scrapes that rubber away. See a little bit of the cord right there. But that was a result of because Terry had to slam on the brakes really hard. Wanted to show it to you because it's a pretty cool video.
I liked it.
Yeah.
Terry Labonte probably didn't like it too good, but there we see Jeff Gordon. He currently is running in 3rd spot. He is
leading General Motors car. The first two cars is the new Ford Taurus.
So he drops 2 laps down now, comes out in 30th spot, and here is Michael.
Oh, Christ, down in turn 1.
Michael Waltrip is lapped. The caution is going to come out. We have cars up against the wall and in the middle of the track in turns 1 and 2.
Okay, Keith?
Randy LaJoy.
Good thing I can't get down there. We okay or are we wrecked? We're wrecked. He's driving it back. I'm not giving enough room or what?
Sounds like there's some contact there.
The Trickle just can't see. You know, he always runs into people like that in a place like this.
Second time today that caution is waived. First time was for Jeff Bodine's accident. By the way, Jeff is back on the racetrack. The only car out of the race at the moment is Rick Mast.
All these cars are trying to say they're in front of the leader. Are they?
Well, yeah, they don't know if the 99 car took the yellow when he came by there a moment ago. So they're passing them. They'll let NASCAR straighten it out.
Yeah, the lead, Burton was coming off the 4th corner when this accident happened, and it was a question as to whether the yellow came out in time.
I believe that he got the yellow flag, and if he had not, I believe that he would have let Michael Waltrip get back in the lead lap. But, you know, it was right at him when he came off of that corner and had no time to react.
Here's our replay of what happened from the Pennzoil copter cam.
I don't know. That's Dick Trickle that he was talking about. They're making some contact with Trickle. They were talking on the radio. Now, whether or not.
Pace car turn 3.
Well, damage on the right side of the Bud Chevrolet.
Really doesn't look that bad, does
No,
it?
it doesn't.
Let's very good. Let's don't lose that lap here. 700, second gear, Randy.
Let's try it again. Up here, these 3 cars, as they come in the corner, the joy goes up. It's hard to tell. It's so hard to tell. At least it was a black car behind him. And Jimmy Spencer. I know that was Spencer behind him, but
Indeed, pace car is in, and the green flag waves again.
Cars on the left side of your screen in the lead lap. Cars on the right side of your screen a lap down.
That's Ernie Irwin, and he now is 2 laps down. Ben, remember, he made that green flag pit stop, had a problem on his pit stop, so he is now 2 laps down. He's being shown in 26th position.
It's Jarrett, Gordon, Burton, then Rusty Wallace, Johnny Benson. Kenny Wallace is running in 6th position.
Great run for Kenny Wallace, a square D car. And here comes Jeff Gordon on the inside of Ernie Irvin.
Mark Martin is running in 7th position. Terry Labonte in 8th. Then John Andretti 9th and Ward Burton. They complete the top 10. 13 cars on the lead lap. There's the leader, or rather the 2nd place car of Jeff Burton. And we got a crash. Sachs is sliding down the straightaway and into the turn.
Going into turn 3.
A lot of damage to that car on the right side.
And I tell you what, that looks like a 1-car wreck, and they could have easily had a 6-car wreck there. Because it was cars all around him.
It's our 3rd caution of the day. Here's the replay.
Look at all this. Look at all these cars. That's Sachs on the very right side. And the 97 car of Chad Lewis trying to go to the inside. Sachs comes down, and there's a little bit of contact there from Chad Lilly. Goes down and bam, hard in that inside wall.
So those roof flaps come up when he got to going backwards. And he keeps it down. If that car had slid back up in the groove, it could have been trouble. Right there, you see the contact that'll be made, and just spins Greg Sachs around. Nothing he could do.
Man, oh man.
Yet another angle.
And look, I mean, that could have easily been a 10-car crash.
Yes, it could. There were a lot of cars behind them there, but he spun down to the inside, out of the way.
If he had touched the car and turned it the other way in front of that traffic, ooh, I hate to think.
Yeah, it would have been big.
Mark Martin running back there in 6th position, and one driver who is not here this weekend is still at home recuperating from injury suffered a couple of weekends ago at Atlanta. It's Steve Park, and we welcome him by telephone. Steve, how are you doing?
I'm doing good, Bob. I've run Darlington twice before in the Busch Series, and this is definitely the most comfortable way to run Darlington is with your leg up from the armchair, but that's per doctor's orders.
Just a matter of resting now for a while. You're going to enter rehab soon?
They actually have me in rehab about an hour each day, and that's even including Sundays. So we got that out of the way this morning so we can sit back and watch a great race today.
What do you think about the race, Steve, so far?
It's been great, I'll tell you. Jeff Burton, he's looked real strong on the long runs, and Dale Jarrett's doing a great job right now, and it looks like the last adjustments they made on that car has made the car pretty dominant. But what about Jeff Gordon and those Rainbow Warriors? They haven't had one bad pit stop today, and that's put them guys up in second spot and can maybe lead some laps later on today.
Well, Steve, this is Ned Jarrett. We certainly wish you well. Wish you were here, but look forward to having you back soon.
Well, thanks, Ned. And I really miss it. This is probably one of the hardest things I've gone through, and knowing there's a race going on Sunday at Darlington, and having to sit back on the couch and watch it makes it a little bit harder. But you guys are doing a great job, and I just want to thank all the fans and everybody else for all their support.
Steve, one guy we haven't talked a great deal about yet, but somebody who's running real well is that guy there on the left of your screen, Kenny Wallace. He's up there in 9th position and staying right with him.
Yeah, Kenny's done a great job all day. He's been kind of like a self-bomber. You haven't heard much about him, but he's been creeping up on everybody all day long. And what about Johnny Benson? He's a guy that you heard from Steve Meal. They thought they had a great race car, and now he's up there in the top 5 running real well. So I think it's going to unfold to be a great race towards the end.
Jeremy Mayfield dropped way back in the standings there for a while, but now he's up there battling again.
Yeah, he is, and he's having a good battle with Kenny right now, and he's another guy that had a bad qualifying run and has come from the back of the pack and has made a lot of progress all day long. So I think you're going to see a real surprise at the end at who it comes down to really battle out for the win.
Little contact there, looked like, between Mayfield and Wallace.
Well, I tell you, Steve Park doing a great analyzing job back there on the telephone. You guys need us, Benny.
Yeah. Caution, there's some debris. Oh, they got a spin. And Ernie back across the racetrack. So far, everybody's missed him.
Clear. Got one on the outside.
Everybody will miss him. Wow.
Caution is out.
That was close.
That was close. I would guess when the caution flag came out that Ernie backed off and somebody behind him didn't.
Jeff Gordon beat everybody off the front stretch. He called back to his crew. You guys are awesome. That's a great stop. You just got us 5 points. Then he got to the back stretch and saw Jeremy Mayfield didn't pit. So now Jeff's going to try and get his 5 points on this restart. With more, here's Kernan.
That's right. By staying out, Mayfield, who's second in the points, gets 5 bonus points for leading a lap. Crew Chief Paul Andrews says, hey, it's only 7 green flag laps on that set of tires.
Boy, he might stay up there a good while. Jeff Gordon got caught in traffic. Rusty Wallace got by him, but Mayfield was able to get himself a pretty good lead there, and I think that was smart on Paul Andrews and Jeremy Mayfield's part to stay out there, get him that 5 bonus points, and get that track position.
Jeremy is our 5th leader of the day. Jeff Burton has led 112 laps. Jarrett 48, Mayfield 5, Martin 3, and Bill Elliott has led 1. We have had 10 lead changes.
Here comes trouble, though. Jeff Burton at 99 car, as you said, has led so many laps, is very, very quick. He has 4 fresh tires.
Dropped off the pace coming down the front stretch here, and now he's over in turn number 4, headed toward the pits.
He was running in 14th position.
And really was doing a great job today.
Well, this will be costly for him.
Look at this. They've closed it up, and it's 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Let's see who comes out with the lead as Rusty looks to the inside of Mayfield, and a little bumping there between Burton and Wallace, as it looks like both of them are going to go around Mayfield, who has the older tires.
And look at Jeff Burton just dive to the inside of Rusty Wallace and take the lead. Wow, what a power move by Burton.
Down to Jerry Punch.
A flat right side tire. That's been the undoing of Kenny Irwin, the impressive rookie driver. Right side, now left side tire going on. They were talking about needing a pry bar as he nearly stalls it, leaving the pits. Finally gets it back in gear and pulls away, but that will cost him even more time under the green on the racetrack.
Indeed, Irwin now down 2 laps as the battle on the racetrack continues, but now Burton begins to inch ahead of Rusty and Jeremy.
Did Rusty lead that lap when he was making that pass?
Yes, we have him leading 1 lap.
That was his first time he led today, but he did get those 5 bonus points.
There's a battle for position. The 18 car trying to get by Ward Burton. That would be up to 8th spot. The leader's in, Jerry Punch.
And they wanted to be able to stay out about 4 or 5 more laps, but Jeff Burton had been complaining for the last 15 laps that he had something in the car that felt funny. He said, I think I've got a tire problem. I don't think we can risk it. They decided to call him in 5 laps early. This, however, will be their final pit stop on lap 227. 66 laps to go to the finish at lap 293. They peel off the windshield film. They will change right side and left side tires. They have made an air pressure adjustment in the right rear to fine-tune the car. And this crew wants to make sure to take a very, very close look at the tires that come off and see if they can determine what the problem is. He is down and away. Mayfield is in front of John Kernan.
Jeremy running in second place. They want to have a quick stop. No adjustments. However, I did see one of the tiremen making some air pressure adjustments. No chassis adjustments. There go the lug nuts on. They are tight. And Jeremy is down and away in a great pit stop. But let's see where Burton is out on the racetrack. See if Jeremy can beat him out there and take over the lead.
Bobby Labonte is in for a stop. The crew completing the work. He's out in 17.8 seconds. A good pit stops, Jerry.
Left side tires for Dale Jarrett. They made a major adjustment on the track bar on the left side. He is down and away. Mark Martin also in further up pit road. They have changed right and left side tires on our pole center of Valvoline Ford. These all are final pit stops unless we have a caution. Final pit stop for the day. Let's check in on the Rusty Wallace pit.
45 miles an hour down pit road. Final time for Rusty Wallace. If we stay green, like everybody else, we'll get 4 sticker Goodyear tires and fuel. They tear away the windshield screen, so Rusty has a good view of these final laps. They've taken 1 pound of air out of each of the right rear tires. Fuel going in, the jack underneath the left side, it goes up. The left side tires are up. Now they'll tighten the lug nuts. They've had good stops all day. Rusty is on his way in 18.7 seconds.
Johnny Benson also rolling out of the pit, so as some cars on the backstretch. Ward Burton now getting the service completed, and he begins to roll away. There's Michael Waltrip pulling out of the pits. All this on the 229th lap of the race. Ward Burton rolling back into competition.
And Jeremy Mayfield did. His brother is the leader, Jeff Burton, but he's got company right on his bumper. The car number 12 did pick up some time on Jeremy Mayfield, so they were running right together on the racetrack.
And Jeremy Mayfield got a tough break as Ward Burton's coming back on the racetrack. He dove under the 4 car, Bobby Hamilton, to put him a lap down, and the 22 car was there. He had to back off the gasoline. Now he has his momentum going, trying his best to catch Jeff Burton.
He was right on his bumper right after they came out of the pits, but you don't take much when you get behind the car, just like you can lose a second real easy. Mayfield has caught him. Remember a little bit ago, he's a little over a second behind, but he is right there with him now.
And I would guess that Jeremy Mayfield, Paul Andrews, everyone connected to that team is right now just praying, please, no more caution flags. Because right now they've got about almost a 6-second lead on Dale Jarrett. And the last time Jeremy Mayfield's car seemed to run better on the worn tires than did Burton's car.
Jeremy Mayfield has never won a NASCAR Winston Cup race. He has never finished second. His best result was in the Daytona 500 and in Atlanta. He finished 3rd earlier this year.
Look at me now. He dives under Burton. This is more than lead coming off 4.
They have him here. Nope, drops in behind Jeff. So Burton hangs on to the lead, but Mayfield is giving him a heck of a battle. Jerry?
We told you Jeff Burton had complained of something funny on the car before that last pit stop. They were concerned about right rear tire wear. We've seen no significant wear all day long, but this tire here is the right rear that came off of the 99 car. That shiny area right there, that is where the cords were beginning to show. This tire was on the car for 61 laps. To make it all the way to the checkered flag, they will have to run these tires 66 laps. That's probably why Jeff Burton right now may be cooling it a little bit, not wanting to wear out that right rear tire.
Wow. All right. Well, they go to the inside of Michael Waltrip, and his hopes of finishing up front have gone away. He's now 2 laps now in 15th position, however.
Ricky Rudd watches as it battle for the lead. They've got Andretti in front. Here comes Jeremy. He may have him.
Mayfield indeed will lead the lap.
How about that?
It's the second time this afternoon that Jeremy has led. Third time, I beg your pardon. Third time he has led, and the total number of laps led 18.
And the other time that he led, he didn't make a pit stop, and everybody else did. He inherited the lead. This time he just went up there and drove into the lead.
Yes, he did.
John Andretti goes a lap down to the 11th spot. Now just 10 cars on the lead lap. There they are on the track, separated by less than a second. Jeremy Mayfield's 1998 season, very, very impressive. Only one time. Oh, when we have a crash, and we do have a caution. That's not what Mayfield wanted. Randy LaJoie spins off 4. Is there a caution?
A rough
Yes.
lap up, though.
Oh, man, don't you know those guys are just throwing things? No, they did not want to see.
Okay, we'll come in. We'll put us on 4 more tires.
Tough break for Jeremy Mayfield.
Here he is coming down to get the caution flag. Caution coming out on lap 250. Here's a replay of what happened up in turn number 4.
That's LaJoie right in front of it, right coming at you. I'm sorry, he's up higher. He's already wiggled. He's in the wall, and as he comes off the corner, he slides down the racetrack, now back up the racetrack. And look at Schrader go by on the outside.
And John Andretti couldn't see for a little bit, but he was getting slowed down and went by on the inside.
From LaJoie's on board.
Got a little bit too high, I believe. Maybe got his right wheels up in the loose stuff.
Turn 4, spin in turn 4.
There are some marbles up there at the top of the racetrack. Is what they call the small pieces of rubber that work off the tires, and I think he hit those and just lost it.
You know, we keep talking about the disadvantage on the back stretch pits. I don't think we're ever going to see a more classic example of exactly what we're talking about than right now, because Jeremy Mayfield is a leader, but he's pitting on the back stretch. Here comes Jeff Burton, the second place car. He's pitting on the front stretch. Here comes the next car. Would be Dale Jarrett. He's pitting on the front. Now they can't pass the pace car. You see, as the pace cars continue, they have to slow enough. They cannot pass the pace car. But now as they get to the line, they can. Now there's a speed limit on pit road of probably 45 miles per hour. The pace cars now have sped up. It's probably running 55, 60 miles per hour as these guys come down pit road at 45 miles per hour. Jerry?
Indeed, Benny, it is 45 miles an hour, 99, 88, and 24. 2 Fords in the Chevrolet. They will make an adjustment on the 99 car. They will go down on the track bar to tighten the car up. Let's go to Bill Weber on the Rusty Wallace.
Rusty's getting 4 tires. He said his car's very good. NASCAR warned every team about speeding on pit road. Back to the triple pits. Jerry.
Is out, so is the 99, so is the 88, but it'll be Burton and then Jarrett that way, 1-2 down pit road, as now here comes the 24 car behind the 2. Let's go to the back pits and John Kernan.
And Jeremy Mayfield, the leader, just pulls into his pit stall. It'll be a 4-tire change, no adjustments. They did not want to see this caution period. Here come the guys who were pitting on the front stretch. We'll have to see if they can come around and beat Jeremy out. They haven't gone by yet. However, here they go right now as Burton and Jarrett go by. Here comes Gordon. Now Jeremy Mayfield is down and away. 19-second stop. He said that last set of tires was the best set they had all day. But Paul Andrews told him, hey, the set we're putting on right now is just as good as those.
I think he lost 4 positions by being back there, Ned.
It looks that way. It looked like 4 cars did come by him before he got out onto the pits. That's really not that too bad. He made a good pit stop, but boy, as you said before they made the pit stop, that's a perfect example. 38 laps to go. Jeff Burton takes him down into turn 1.
And I thought that the quarter car, Jeremy Mayfield, lost 4 spots. He, in fact, lost 5 because Mark Martin also beat him out of the pits.
So came out 6th, and boy, that's a lot of track position to give up. He was leading the race.
Let's check out the pit stop summary. Jeremy went from 1st to 6th position. Burton, Jeff moved up 1. Jarrett moved up 1. Gordon up 1. And Rusty Wallace up 3.
Rusty's had some great pit stops today. Kept him up and letting so is Jeff Gordon.
The 18 car there in the middle of this pack is Bobby Labonte, and he is a lap down in 10th position. There we look back on Jeff Gordon, who's running 3rd.
Just one of those times that they've adjusted on that 24 all day and got it mechanically right and got that balance right.
Just like Benny said that they had to do.
Everybody's figuring out what kind of line can I take? What will help my car last these last 35, 40 laps to its maximum?
Gordon slipped a little bit coming off the turn 2 that time. Rusty ran right up on him. He's really good down in turns 3 and 4. That goes a little high. Rusty's going to try to go under him. Couldn't do it.
Take a look now at the Fords. They're running 1st, 2nd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. How are the Chevys doing in comparison? Well, Jeff Gordon has 3rd. Terry Labonte is 8th. Earnhardt 12th. Marlin 16th. And Schrader 18th.
Jeff, Bill Jarrett is there. Here he comes on the bottom. Can he get traction? No.
Just couldn't quite get the traction he needed coming off the turn. You have to cut that thing down there, Benny, coming off of that corner and back in to get out from under. If you don't believe it, ask Jeff Bodine a little bit earlier in the race.
Boy, the attrition here has not been bad today. Just 3 cars shown out of the race. Jeff Bodine, Greg Sachs, and Rick Mast. Everybody else still out there running.
Now, Jeff Gordon, when they made it, Jarrett got it beside of Burton on that last lap. Gordon was able to close in on him. He's not that far back now. He was over a second behind. Now he's only about 2/3 of a second behind.
There he is. Just watching what's going on ahead of him between Jarrett and Burton.
Last lap by, the front 2 cars a little over 158 miles per hour. Jeff Gordon over 159 miles per hour. So right now it looks like Jeff Burton is slowing down. He's holding Dale Jarrett up. But here comes Jarrett. He's not going to hold him up long. Jarrett's got to run. He's got the spot.
Should get him going into turn 1. Preferred line.
Dale Jarrett takes the lead here on lap 271, but Jeff Burton battles him back and retakes it in 2.
And here comes Dale Jarrett back on 4.
But look at Gordon. Here's Gordon right back in there.
A great 3-car battle for the lead.
Jarrett, Burton goes up again. Jarrett looks again on the inside. This time Burton's got a better run off the corner.
And Jeff hangs on to the lead. Wow, good racing.
Burton pulled that old Earnhardt trick. And Jarrett went in the turn after he took the lead, went in high. Burton was able to get down low and get right under him. And Jeff Gordon just sitting there looking, hey, you guys going to race that way? I want to piece that action. And actually, Rusty Wallace is catching them now that they're doing that racing up there.
Well, the last lap by, those guys ran 154 miles per hour. Jeremy Mayfield ran 159 miles per hour.
Jeremy is back in 5th.
3.6 seconds behind the last time around.
Tell you what, as long as these guys race like this, Jeremy might catch them.
He could do it.
Jeff Burton, 8 races here at Darlington, 2 top 5s, 4 top 10s. Best Darlington finished second in the 97 Southern 500. Jarrett again has a run, looks to the inside. Nope, not this time.
As Ned said, you just can't come off that corner, turn under another car, and do it full throttle. You have to play with that throttle a little bit. And while he's playing with it, Jeff Burton is in the gas, but here comes Jarrett. No! Started to stick that nose in there. I said, better not do that.
That'd be a wreck. And Gordon loving it. He's able to stay right with them. And maybe he could anyway, but certainly that racing going on that they're doing up front there. Right here is where Burton is hurting. He's coming off the turn 4.
Closing laps of the TranSouth Financial 400 here at Darlington. We have a new leader and a new second place car. Dale Jarrett has gone to the lead. Jeff Gordon has gone to second. And Jeff Burton is dropping back now a little bit. He's over a second behind. This is how Jarrett got the lead from Jeff.
This is down between 3 and 4. And all of a sudden, the 99 car, just for some reason, gets a little bit loose. When he does, he has to squeeze off the accelerator, and Jarrett dives to the inside, and here comes Jeff Gordon, and both those guys were able to get by.
And they pulled away. Burton has dropped back 1 7/10 seconds behind Jarrett.
Here's the Pennzoil copter cam shot. You can see Burton loose and giving up the lead to Dale Jarrett. And second place to Jeff Gordon. We got 12 laps to go. You see the average speed of the race, a little over 127.5 miles an hour. Well, the 12 and the 99 swap position, so put Mayfield in 4th and Jeff Burton back in 5th. Meanwhile, here is Jeff Gordon continuing to close in on Dale Jarrett with less than 3 laps to go.
Yeah, but he couldn't get his high line that time because of the lap car, and that hurt him. Jarrett got by on the inside, which worked best for him. And that let him put a little bit of distance on it.
2 to go in the TranSouth Financial 400. And there's the interval between first and second. A lot more breathing room for Dale Jarrett this lap than last lap. But another lap and a half to go before the checkered flag falls. They're heading toward the white flag here. Look at Jeff go up the banking and right against the wall. White flag is out. 1 lap to go in the TranSouth Financial 400. Jarrett and Gordon go for the win.
Kyle Petty is the slow car directly in front of him. Is Jarrett going to have to back up to try to catch the 44? Doesn't look like it.
Kyle gets out of the way. All right, watch it, Gordon. He got to run off of that corner. He moves in. He'll go up high. No, he's going to try it down low.
He's going to go low for the first time. Here he is in turn 4. They may have touched there briefly, but Dale Jarrett is going to win the TranSouth Financial